So let's talk about Bullseye and Angus. Bullseye will be 5 years old in October, and Angus is 1 year old, February. Bullseye adopted to firstly go with Littlefoot, but they did not get along at all. So Bullseye ended up going with Butterscotch Ripple until she passed away, and then with dear little baby Angus. Bullseye was adopted from Kijiji. That is an online ad just like Craigslist, but that's here in Canada, Kijiji. He used to be a pet for the classroom. So the teacher that had him, I think he was in the classroom for obviously less than a year because he was about 9 or 10 months old when I adopted him. She no longer had a space for him, so I took him in. One of the first things that I noticed for Bullseye was something was wrong with his right eye, so we did go to the vets and he had entropion. So his lower lash line was curling in and his eyelashes were rubbing against his eye constantly. So that was something that we were able to fix pretty decently through surgery. It's not 100% better, but at least now he doesn't run the risk of getting ulcers on his cornea. He still has the occasional goopy eye or watery eye, but it's not painful. So the next thing with Bullseye is we had a lot of problems with his stomach. He used to get backed up, bloated, have a poop explosion, if you will. It was a really messy situation. So again, he went back and forth to the vets a bunch of times, and finally we found a medication that helped his tummy and was able to make him have a comfortable life eating veggies just like he loves. So Bullseye's personality is extremely sweet. He is a very tame piggy. He loves for you to pet his ears and his head. He does not care who reaches into the cage to pet him, even strangers, he does not care. He does have a very high-strung personality. The scent of other guinea pigs will send him into a tizzy, get him very riled up, squeaking and screaming. So between him and the other pigs, there is a solid wall so that we don't have to deal with bar chewing and crazy antics. But other than that, he is a really good pig, just a little on the high-strung side. I'd say his favorite food is radicchio, hands down. And again, for fruits, we don't feed a ton of fruits, but he's pretty open to blueberries and watermelon. So Bullseye needed a friend after he lost Butterscotch Ripple. So that's where baby Angus came along. Angus was from a family who had an accidental litter, and they reached out to us through Facebook. They were somebody that just followed us along and asked if we were looking to adopt any more guinea pigs. So I took them up on that offer. It was perfect timing. I had a hard time bonding Bullseye to Nanook. I just couldn't get it to work, so a baby guinea pig to go with him seemed like a great idea. So Angus is a adorable piggy. He is super hyper. He has a very bubbly, bouncy attitude. He is my loudest weaker. When I am upstairs getting up in the morning, he can hear me, and he lets you know that he is waiting for his veggies. You can hear him all the way through the floors because he's down in the finished basement and my bedroom's 2 floors up, and I can hear him. Angus is my pig who did the wild jump onto the side of the cage, so that is why plexiglass is on top of their cage, so that never happens again. But that's his personality. Wherever he's going, he is hopping around. Angus is pretty tame, but he's not too keen on being pet all the time. Once in a while, you can sneak in a good little nose scratch. So Angus is pretty open to all vegetables. I say I see him eat a lot of peppers. He hasn't been here for long enough to really tell what his favorite fruit is. So Bullseye and Angus make an excellent pair. They're quite bonded. They do have their moments, those boys' moments where they're bickering or arguing with each other. but it's never anything serious, and then the next second they're side by side eating or sleeping right close to one another. I really adore having Angus with Bullseye. Really keeps Bullseye active, and I know he really appreciates having a friend, and Angus really appreciates having a mentor, somebody to show him how things work in the little piggy world.